The delegation of Muslim Aid was led by the executive director of Haikal, Hawa Ture, who explained about the previous support Muslim Aid has been providing to the country. Haja Ture also informed that the organization during the Ebola outbreak provided drugs, toiletries, and hospital equipment worth thousands of dollars.
Whenever we have a problem in Sierra Leone, Muslim Aid is there. During Ramadan, Muslim Aid is there. During Kubani, Muslim Aid is there. Education, Muslim Aid is there. So this should not be a surprise. It should not be a surprise to the Sierra Leonean community. Muslim Aid has always been there for people of Sierra Leone. When they heard this, they thought it fit that they should come in and make a contribution. And today, Muslim Aid is going to make a contribution for 500 households among the mudslide victims and the people that are having other problems apart from the mudslide. So we are here to start making our first 110 contribution to the victims, and the rest of the items that we have will be sent to ONS to continue with the distribution.
Presenting the list of items to the Vice President, Dr. Victor Bokarifo, Senior Humanitarian Program Officer of Muslim Aid, Ibu Jane, told the Vice President that Muslim Aid is a faith-based organization and that has been serving humanity since 1985, and that they are here in Sierra Leone to sympathize with the government, especially the survivors who lost their relatives and suffered from the disaster as well. Vice President Victor Bokarifo commended Muslim Aid for the items, as government is now planning to put modalities in place to provide permanent housing for those living in disaster-prone areas in the country. The Vice President informed the team that they have already provided temporary structures for the survivors, wherein they are provided with food and other items until they are finally evacuated to a new safe environment. At the old school camp, the team handed over items to 100 households, and other remaining items will be handed over to the Office of the National Security for 400 households. Beneficiaries, especially lactating mothers, commended Muslim Aid for the gesture, as most of their relatives lost their lives in the disaster. Sanko also explained her ordeal to SABC as her baby was admitted at the Princess Christian Maternity Hospital, PCMH, when the incident took place.
I be there cottage, I admit. I not been there. This problem will happen. My man ready for go take me Saturday. I then was then say nothing past Monday. And my man go Sunday back for go take me. Then was then say past Monday. They make a lala and I go. When go now do clean Monday at guy for collar. I know able get her. 1 hour. Now no more day. Now then call me uncle. Uncle now he call me by the phone. He say Dotty don't cover Emmanuel. It's the 3 picking there.
Another survivor, Mibekagbo, is also depressed as she is left with no child. And when she sees other kids, she always cries.
That 3 died, I began 5, 2 left, then go holiday.
Okay.
That 3 left, 3 died die with me, man.
SABC TV News Eye in Freetown. How must we reporting?